Nigeria is a place of surprise. One day, one surprise. Every day you wake up, you hear a surprise news. Another surprise news is the news of IBB launching a book and coming out to apologize to Nigerians that Abiola actually won 1993 June 12th election, that it was Abacha that actually executed that thing, that he was not that originally did it, but he took the blame for it. And as he is about to go now, he is writing a book, want to change some narrative that I personally thought he would have kept quiet and die with all the rough that happened in 1993 without coming out to expose himself and expose how weak he was, how unclever he is. He is not as clever as people think he is. Because if he's somebody that is so clever, if you want to say something, you yourself, you will be judging yourself that if I say this is going to be the reaction. If I'm in the shoe of the receiver, this is the right question that I will ask. By saying that it was Abacha that actually did the thing, you should have known that Nigeria will say, are you not in charge? You are IBB, you are military head of state, you are in charge. So that it was Abacha that actually did it, mean that you are not in charge. You are just there as a figurehead. And by playing that game blame, so that you are not even mature enough. If you want to apologize, please apologize straightforward. Stop all this game blame that it was Abacha. It was you that people know. You have apologized, So please remove that traces of Abacha. And thank God, Abacha is no longer alive. Abacha is late now. Abacha is not alive to come out, exonerate himself or try to argue with you. When you want to even make your move, you don't look left and right, to look for somebody that is alive to attack, so that maybe that one will come out to attack you. But you place your blame on somebody that is late already, that cannot talk. Nobody will talk for him. When you want to even choose somebody to lie upon, you don't look at somebody that is alive. Yoruba will say, ẹni tó bá fẹ́ parọ́ alẹ́lẹ́rìí wọn kan nò àbó wà ní Kàfàǹṣà òun dẹ̀ wà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. You can imagine, when you want to even tell lie, you lie against a dead president. May God have mercy on Abacha. This man has suffered. His dead body is dead. He has suffered a lot from the hand of Nigeria. Before you cut the crop, they will say Abacha loot that was in Switzerland, they bring it home. Abacha loot that was in United. What happened to Abu Salam loot? What happened to OBJ loot? What happened to all this our IBB loot around the world? What happened to it? It's only Abacha, the late Abacha, that all of you, everybody in Nigeria, just place it on top of Abacha. IBB, I'm highly disappointed. This is not what I expect from you. And away from that one, I'm highly disappointed in our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for sitting down with IBB to be discussing all this silly thing. And even our president is now thanking him that thank you for coming out to say the truth. Which truth? The truth that was so obvious. Everybody know. Everybody know that MKO won, and you annul it. And you are now coming out to tell us what we already know, and our president is thanking him that thank you for coming out to say the truth. And instead of the man to face tracing felony, they were rewarding him with money. Almost 20 billion naira yesterday has been donated for him to establish a presidential library. Presidential library. IBB want to open a presidential library so that I will go there, I will go and read all the lies that he has been telling us, all the corruption that he has been perpetrated while he was in power. Honestly speaking, IBB is a disappointed. But another disappointment is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he went to that place. I expected Bola Ahmed Tinubu to go to that place. He should not go. He should have sent somebody like his ADC to go and represent him in that place. Not that he himself will carry one agbada and go and sit down there, and he will still be rewarding somebody that is supposed to charge for treason of felonies. I'm so annoyed, and I'm not happy with Tinubu at this moment. Thank you for having me. Until next time that I will come on your way, remain blessed. Please don't forget to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe if you have not done so. Thank you very much. Welcome to News Flow TV 247.
I greet you, my brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to be with you.
Surprisingly, IBB launched his book yesterday, where he makes some narrative that he actually regrets that the June 12th was annulled, but he put the blame on Sani Abacha that he was the one that actually did it, and that he took some decision so that there will be no civil war in Nigeria. As part of people that joined the protest of against annulment of a June 12th election, what is your reaction towards this?
My reaction is the nemesis that is catching up with them.
IBB.
The IBB is nemesis. You know, they are all on their departure way now. They are all on their departure. IBB should be in its 90s now, if it is the late 80s.
80s, yes, I
late
think
80s. Yes. So they are trending towards the departure now. And they don't want to be to go without not correct the abnormality they created. You know, I can say they must have wind down all the activities when they were state actors then, and see how they, you know, they diminish humanity. I mean, diminish humanity. There's a lot of serial killing that happened within that terrain. The killing that not supposed to be, that we started sharing blood all around. And I think the anointment of that June 12 contributed a lot to that too, because there was a serial death, you know, that happened, that people were just, you know, moving and getting killed, you know, there was chaos all around. So I think a good leader, as they are, will wind back to all his atrocity. I mean, a leader that know he has grown will wind back to all his atrocity. I want to right the wrong they've done by publishing, you know, book. That is not the way out. You need to come out wholeheartedly and apologize to all Nigerians, apologize to every Nigerian that has been on ground, or even unborn Nigerians, that you're sorry that we brought you back to this space we are. And half of their wealth, all their wealth, which is Nigerian wealth, they should put it back on the table for Nigerians to survive, to sustain. Because these people you are saying, they are rich. They are rich. Their generation cannot suffer again. Can I say that about my own generation? As I'm talking to you now, I don't even know how everything will go down well with the family today. Some people are just somewhere dishing out, raising 20 billion. You have that 20 billion, you cannot raise it for the masses.
That's where I'm going. That is it not sounding like as if Nigeria we are still rewarding evil where because somebody confessed that he committed what we can describe as a treason felony, yet we are still rewarding him with almost 20 billion naira. What is your reaction?
My reaction is there's a big gap between our leader, our past leaders, and the citizens. There's a big gap, and they are even trying to tell us indirectly that if you are a citizen, come out, let us see you. We will tell you you are a second-class citizen. They are second-class citizens. The Nigeria has been, you know, graded into different aspects of citizen it belongs. You know, at times when we used to say that time that anytime you want to be recognized, or anytime you are engaging people that are top in power, what they will first of all ask is, who is your father? Who is your father? Does that need to come into play? They want to know your father before they can know, you know, the kind of person you are, whether you belong to the strong cabal men that holds the country. So it's a numb thing, and that is the oppressive. It leads to the oppressive we are seeing in Nigeria today. You see people that will just come and do things as anyhow they like, and they will tell you nothing will happen to them.
One of the people that fight for the, restoration of June 12th election was our present president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He was a member of NADECO. Well, how do you describe his presence in that venue yesterday? And what do you think it will be going on in his mind? Because several times he has always been championing, advocacy for June 12th election. Even when Buhari was there, we know, all of us know the part he took in making sure that MKO was recognized as the former president, and even National Stadium was named after him during that period. But his presence in that in that venue yesterday, what do you think? Is he just being magnanimous, or is trying to play to the gallery, or how do you want to describe it?
The gallery is saying that he's trying to play the gallery. I never expected the same president now that labeled our former general, military head of state, President General IBB, that he was his number one enemy. They were like cats and mouse. They were like, how come suddenly you now change your mind and you put our own mindset, our own philosophy, our own objection to it, and you went alone without the mandate of we citizens that were not in tune with what IBB did. And you went alone. That means I can categorically say our president and IBB, there's no difference.
There's no difference between Tinubu and IBB.
Yes.
So that you also believe that Tinubu shouldn't have been there.
Yes, that's my grievances. Tinubu shouldn't have been there.
Even if he's going to represent somebody to represent, to show a grievancy.
He could have sent his chief of staff or send the low ranking.
Thank you, my brother. Like even one of his aides, to go and represent him there.
Yes.
But you yourself sit down there.
He can even send his details. What's it called? Military oddly.
That would have served him right.
It's a military gathering, all of them.
Yes.
Military gathering. So I don't expect a Democrat, somebody that fought for the democracy and still mingling with people that never even wanted democracy to breathe in Nigeria.
He was even thanking IBB for saying the truth that we have already known. Do you think IBB deserves thank or any money?
You see, on that level, you may be using that to mock him. It may be a mocking, acknowledgement as it is. It may be a mocking because I'm still telling you, IBB and Tinubu, proud to that time, proud to the anointment of June 12th election, they have been together with Shehu Musa Yar'Adua, and it was what pained Tinubu most was he struggled a lot for to come in, Abiola to come in. I could remember that was the just this thing they had the convention. It was the one that persuaded the Shehu Musa Yar'Adua that they should suspend for Tinubu at the dying minutes.
Suspend for Abiola.
Surrender for Abiola, that they should allow. And Yar'Adua, Shehu Musa Yar'Adua, when you talk of a nationalist, you give it to that man. That was why who still killed this man, same man we're talking. Who killed Yar'Adua? It's still within them. They should know. And I can say categorically that where Mr. President Gould is, it ought not to be in the gathering of your enemies.
And even thanking your enemies. But in conclusion, before you go, sir, you were vividly, I will be a young guy in that time. I was not even in Lagos. I will be a very small boy in 1993. But you will have grown a bit. You participated in the riot. What was the atmosphere at that time? How was it look like? Lagos State that time?
Wow, the atmosphere was like a callous atmosphere. It was like a deadless atmosphere in which people were killed, in which a lot of people, out of the fairness that people were jumping into lagoon, people were just being they lost control, and that riot brought a lot of damages and setback to Nigeria there. So why now somebody will wake up at the wrong side of his bed and now say this election took decision on his own? And that is, I'm saying, that kind of person has to come back to Nigerians and apologize. Because Nigeria did not belong to you, only you, and it wasn't even a democratic system we were practicing. It was a military, you know.
I think he was trying to apologize, but in his own apology, he was still trying to make some game blame. I think that's what being furious. That he still playing this Maradonic way of going back and front.
That means he has not still apologized.
He has not apologized.
Since he's still putting bots.
Blame.
When, you know, blame on some other people, which you were the commander-in-chief as of that time. All blames will land on your desk.
On you. Can you remember a particular place where you go that time, where you went to that time to protest, and what happened? Can you remember a particular event?
We protested, under IBB must go.
Yeah.
That's when there was God windfall for Nigeria.
Okay.
The God windfall was, we have the abundant supply of oil. Nigerian oil was very credible then. Nigeria, I think, is like the 4th or 5th largest producer of oil then. And our Brent crude oil is, a juicy oil that all the people around the world were looking for. And there was oil